Orientation and mobility skills are skills that are needed by individuals who are deafblind to identify their direction, position, and to move with confidence and control in a given environment. Orientation and mobility include training in the use of cues. Cues are things that one associates with an activity, e.g., sound of a cooking pot. There are also clues. Clues are things that are temporary or are not always there in an environment, e.g., furniture. There are also landmarks. Landmarks are things that are permanent or do not move in an environment, e.g., door, wall, a big rock, or big tree. Finally, there are white canes and sighted guides to locate places and move about in the environment safely. Children who are deafblind need to be taught orientation and mobility for knowing their direction and moving about in the environment that is consistent, safe, and predictable. In case of any changes in the arrangement of a familiar environment, the child needs to be informed. The intervener guides the child on how to position him or herself before movement, with the intervener being the sighted guide. The child should be half a step behind the sighted guide. The child should hold the intervener's arm for a taller child or small finger for a child who is shorter. The intervener then moves half a step ahead of the child. The intervener needs to take note of any cues from the child or any discomfort as they move. Small finger for a child who is shorter. The intervener then moves half a step ahead of the child. The intervener supports the child to use landmarks to identify items in the house, positions of the items in the house, direction of different rooms in the house, positions of different openings in the house, and so forth. From the child's sitting position in the living room, the intervener introduces the child to items that are near her, like the furniture, through touch, exploring, use of residual vision, tactile signs, and speech.
I want to show you the environment around the house. Okay, Helen? I want to show you the environment around the house, starting from where you are sitting. This is the chair. This is the chair. Where Helen was sitting is a chair. This is the position of your chair in the house. And then there is a stool. Around here, we have a stool. A stool for Helen to sit on when she's tired of sitting on the chair. And then we have a table, Helen. That is the table. This is the table. It has two sides long and one side short. This is the table. Good girl. Stand up. I want to show you where the clock is.
The child is supported to use cues and clues to identify other items or objects that are in the room. Using the position of the child in relation to the main table, the intervener guides the child through the room by use of position words or adjectives. For example, behind the table there is a clock. Near the table, there's a calendar box. On your left, there's a radio, and so forth.
Now I'm going to show you your calendar box. Your calendar box that tells you time to do one activity after the other. This one helps the child know at what time which activity is to be done. The first one is the toileting. When you touch that, it reminds the child of going to the toilet or the washroom. When you touch the cup, it reminds you your break time or your tea time. Okay, Helen? Yes, good. And when you touch the ball, it reminds you of time to go and play. The ball. When you touch a plate and a spoon, it will remind you of your lunch time, time to go and eat. We'll put that one there. This one will remind you of time to go and eat. A plate and a spoon will remind you of time to go and eat. When you touch the bed sheet, it will remind you of your time to go and sleep. And that is how your calendar box is. You've now finished touching the calendar box, and now we are going to get some materials that are still in the sitting room. We have something on the wall for Helen to touch. Yes, we have the calendar. The calendar shows you the months, the days, and the dates. And down there is a table. There is a table, and on the table we have books. We have books, the book. Okay, Helen? And then here we have, on the same table, we have a radio. A radio. It has some buttons for you to switch on and off. Okay. Wow. You dance to the music. Good. And you can also switch it off. You can also switch it off. You've switched it off. The music is over. Oh. And on the same table, we have the newspaper. The newspaper.
The intervener should also support the child to move independently in the other areas of the house. For example, the kitchen, toilet, and sleeping area. This is done by allowing the child to identify the position of the doors to those areas in relation to the main sitting area. Like, to your right, this is the sleeping area or the door to the sleeping area. To your left, this is the way to the toilet or the door to the toilet area.
Now, we are going to go to your sleeping area. When you are here, your sleeping area is on your right. Your sleeping area is on your right. Okay? You will follow the wall up to the sleeping area. Okay, Helen, let's go. Good girl. This is your sleeping area, and that is the mark of the door to your sleeping area. Okay, Helen? This is the mark of the door to your sleeping area.
The areas or doors to the various areas can be made to have special markings to serve as landmarks in aiding the child's orientation and mobility in the home.
Okay, Helen? This is the mark of the door to the kitchen. This is the mark of the door to the kitchen. And now we'll open the door to the kitchen and go in. And I'm the one to guide you in, okay? so that you don't burn yourself. In the door, the farthest end, okay? Then you come and fill the wall on your left. Okay, as we walk, there is something down here. This one is the dustbin. The dustbin is close to the door. The dustbin is close to the door. Hii ni ya kuweka uchafu. Hiyo ni ya kuweka uchafu, si ya kukula. Si ya kukula. Do not eat. This is dirt. Uchafu, dirt. Okay? Next to the dustbin, there is a container of water. A container of water. A container of water that is yellow in color. There is some water here for use. Yes. A 5-liter jerry can near the big container. Okay. This one is for carrying water and we pour here. Okay. Return it there. Rudisha. Continue following the wall to our cupboard. Open the cupboard. There are some things in the cupboard. Some blue band. Good. Some beans. Beans. Not for eating. Yeah, they are raw. Good. There is some salt. This is a salt shaker. It has some salt. This one too. Good. That is salt. Then we have something else. This is sugar. Good, that is sugar for you. Everything is usually put in the cupboard. Return. Some chocolate for Helen. Chocolate, open. Smell. Chocolate. We put this in tea when we are drinking chocolate. Good. Cover and return. Return it. Good girl. Helen, every kind of food stuff is inside the cupboard. Here is sugar and it will ever be here. Here is your chocolate. Here is some salt. Okay, this is blue band and it will ever be here. There is some salt. Then you cover the tin, the container that has beans, okay? Good girl. And there are utensils down here. The plate, the spoon and the knife. Good. And then we have the cups. They usually put upside down. Good. Yes. After arranging everything in the cupboard, you make sure you close the cupboard. Okay, good girl? Okay, stand up. Close the cupboard. Good. The soap is for washing utensils. You pull the sleeves up. Yes, good. Good. Yes. Smell the soap, not eating. Smell. Okay? You don't eat. Okay? Wash wash your hands. Then you wash this. Return it to the soap dish. No. You're putting it here, back. That one is a thermos for tea. In the kitchen, we have a thermos. Good. Now return it there. Put the lid on. Good girl. Orange. Orange. Good girl. This one is a mango. Mango for Helen to eat. That one is a pear. A pear. This one is an apple. Apple. Okay, good girl. We have some foods for us here. That is an onion. 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 This one is a tomato. 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 Nyanya. Carrot. This one is a carrot. Wait. This one is a carrot. It's for you. You can eat, but it is not clean for you to eat now. That one is a carrot. And this one is a potato. 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 Good. The table. This table has a stove. We have a stove that helps us with cooking. Yes, and we have a sufuria cooking. Okay, Helen? This is the area we usually cook our food from. Okay? And as we continue, we have something on the floor. Yes, that is a jiko. That is charcoal. Smell here. Not eating, but smelling. Okay? That is charcoal. We light the jiko and put charcoal on the jiko. Put charcoal on the jiko. Put the jiko aside. Carry. Okay, Helen, we've finished going around the kitchen area. Now we are heading to the sleeping area. Okay? Open the door. Fungua mlango. Open the door. Open the door. Like this. Open the door. Good girl. Now we are heading to the sleeping area. Let us go. We are out of the kitchen. We are heading to our sleeping area. Remember the mark of your sleeping area. Fungua. Open, Helen. Open the door. Fungua. Open the door. Skuma. We are now in our sleeping area. This is your wardrobe. Hapa kwa wardrobe yako kuna mafuta. In the wardrobe you have some body lotion. Don't eat. This one you apply after bathing. This one you apply after bathing. You do like this. You apply after bathing. Return it here. No. This one you apply after bathing. Like this. On your hands you apply. Okay? Here is your shoe polish. This one is for polishing your shoes. This one is for polishing your shoes. Okay? Helen. Open. Smell. It's not for eating. Okay? This one is for polishing your shoes. These you take and you polish your shoes like that. You don't eat, you smell. These like that. You take it, touch, polish your shoes. Good girl. After finishing, you cover. You'll always find your shoe polish here. On the shelf beneath it, you'll find your clothes. Okay, Helen? Guza, nguo zako. Nguo za Helen. Nguo za Helen. These are Helen's clothes. And there is a bag. Okay? You'll always find your dresses here. Okay? Your checked dress is here. Stand up, simama. Ndio hiyo nguo yako. Unafanya Helen anakuwa smart. Okay? And you'll always find your dresses here. Here is your sweater. Helen, take your sweater. Chukua sweater yako. Shika sweater yako. It's rough. Hii ni sweater ya Helen. You'll put it on very soon as you go to school. This is your sweater. Okay? Touch the sweater. Touch the sweater. Fold it back. This is your bag, the bag that you usually use when we are going to see Shosho, grandma. Okay? This is your bag, and this is how you carry your bag when you are heading to see your grandmother. You put your bag here. Okay? Unabeba bag hivi. Si ndio Helen? Unabeba bag, unaenda nayo kuona nani? Shosho. Sawa? Okay, rudisha hii. Return the bag. Return the bag. Good girl. Return the bag. You'll always find your bag there. Okay, Helen? You'll always find the bag there. Good girl. Weka socks. Hapo. Good girl. Now we are going back to the table that has your calendar box, okay? This is the table that has your calendar box. Now we are going to do our last activity, which is sleeping. We are going to do our last activity, which is sleeping, okay? Then we put our finishing box there and we go to sleep in our bed. Utaenda kulala kwenye kitanda chako, sawa? Kitanda cha Helen kulala. There is another bed sheet that you'll cover yourself, and this is the blanket. This place is soft. The blanket is a little bit rough but soft also. Hii ndio ya kujifunika. Hapa ndio utaingia ndani ya kitanda. Sawa? Sawa Helen? Good girl. And here are your slippers for you to use after when you wake up in the morning. Okay? So you'll remove your shoes and put your legs in the slippers. Put on your slippers. In the evening when you come to sleep, okay? Talala kwa mattress, si ndio? Utatoa slippers. Good night. Lala salama, Helena. Good night.